So guys, now it's official that Clayface is going to be the Batman Part 2's villain, but who is he? How he became Clayface? And what are his powers? Do you know? If you don't, no worries. Because we are bringing you his origin, his powers, and his role in this sequel. In the comics, Clayface was first shown in 1940 Detective Comics Volume 1. However, his big appearances started to begin in 2011 Batman Volume 2, which was a part of the new 52 Inches event comics series. In the comics, the origin of Clayface has changed over and over many times, where his main theme remains same, but other aspects of his story gets changed. Originally, Clayface was never like this. His real name is Basil Carlo. In the most recent version of Clayface's origin, Basil was the son of Vincent Carlo, who made cosmetics and masks for movies. Vincent is very famous makeup artist in movie industry. One day he shared his secret with his son Basil. Vincent told Basil that the secret to his success was a strange putty, known as Renew. When this putty get applied to a surface, it would allow the sculptor to mold that material into any look they wanted. However, it was toxic for human skin and causes illness. Because of this fraud, Basil's father was fired from his job. Basil grew up and 20 years later became an actor. He quickly became incredibly successful due to his talent and good looks. One day when Basil was driving back to his apartment, Basil received a phone call informing him that his father had been found dead. The shock of this news caused Basil to crash his car, disfiguring him. After the crash, Basil's acting career started to go down, and to retain his movie star appearance, he started using Renew, the putty. However, the putty is toxic to human skin and Basil's appearance worsens once he runs out of his supply. Basil Carlo's desire to get his looks, career, and life back, which drives him to steal Renew from the police. This results in him being exposed to the raw chemicals that make Renew, which alters the makeup of Basil's body. He transforms into a monstrous Clayface form, and begins life as a criminal that frequently terrorizes Gotham. As I said earlier, there are many different versions of Clayface which can be used in this sequel. In other versions of Clayface's origin, movie could include him bonding with a mythical Clay from the Penguin, and we know how important is Penguin in DCU right now. Other than this, they can also use the Golden Age origin, where Basil Carlo puts on a mask inspired by one of his older movies, and kills people attempting to remake it. Clayface's powers in the comics would make him a formidable villain in the Batman 2, if he faces the Caped Crusader one-on-one. He is traditionally portrayed as a giant monster with super strength, and the ability to increase the size and mass of his clay form at will. Clayface's greatest power is the shape-shifting ability that the mud body provides. Basil Carlo can alter his look to the point where he can perfectly replicate the appearance and abilities of any single person. There are several other Clayface powers that the Batman 2 villain could utilize too. He can frequently change the density of his body, allowing parts to become completely solid for destruction purposes. He can also turn to a liquid form to help him escape tight situations, or kill his enemies. Clayface also traditionally has a poisonous touch that can immediately kill someone he touches. He has even shown the ability to absorb other people. We don't know how big Clayface's role is gonna be in the Batman 2. Is he going to be the main villain, or one of the many foes Batman encounters in the movie? Matt Reeves' DC franchise is quite grounded, so introducing the monstrous Clayface form would be an opportunity for the sequel to go bigger and feature some more fantastical elements. Basil Carlo's origin could be tied to the mass destruction that occurred through Riddler's plan, as perhaps the flooding in Gotham in the Batman's ending overexposed him to Renew. This allows the sequel to build on events from the first movie, and have the Batman 2's villain be tied to the past. Thanks to Clayface's shape-shifting powers, it is easy to imagine him fitting in perfectly with another detective story for the Batman 2. Whether Reeves utilizes the character's monstrous form, or focuses more on him as a serial killer, with a special mask like in the Golden Age comics, The idea of a villain who can constantly change his appearance creates a unique challenge for Bruce Wayne. He had a difficult enough time locating Riddler, so tracking down someone whose appearance keeps changing would further test his skills. It might even bring a layer of paranoia to Bruce in the Batman Part 2, as Clayface could pose as any associate too, who is helping him in his investigation by taking him more further from him. So guys, that's it for today. What are your thoughts on this new villain Clayface in Batman sequel? Please tell me in comments. And if you like this video, please like and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing videos. Thank you for watching. See you soon.